Get your ghetto hood rat off of here. Get out of my chair. Get off. Why are you on my place? Get out of my place. This is my place. Get out. Get out. Get out. Go now. You go now. You go now. Go now. I was like, Wig, you're doing too much.
We keeps it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
Hey guys, we are back for another review. If you're brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. My name is Courtney, also known as Coco. My husband Eddie is not here. You know, I may be starting doing a little Netflix stuff by myself. You know, right now his work schedule is kind of crazy. So yeah, you know, Netflix, you got to sit there hunting Jesus come, Chad, watching all them episodes. So, you know, sometimes I be having time. I got time today. And I had time yesterday, you know, enjoying my Mother's Day. Hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day. Shout out to y'all. And if you ain't mothers, honey, you somebody mother, auntie, cousin, somebody, child, somebody you up there trying to nurture and protect and watch over. You're doing it for somebody. So shout out to y'all. So I decided to give this show. At first I was like, I don't know, because sometimes, you know, when you have on some of these South African shows or some of them, period, you'll be doing way too much. But I ended up watching, I ended up liking. I didn't feel it was too much. I felt it was right enough of reality TV and not overacting. Okay. So y'all, this channel is about relationship reviews and entertainment, child. We like to have fun over here. Don't y'all try to stop our fun, child. We won't try to stop y'all. Don't try to stop ours. So yes, we like to crack jokes and do skits. So if you're new here, you want to subscribe, child, because you're going to want to continue to, you know, fellowship with us, honey. If you want to get your laugh on, get your laugh on. But okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all, this was a hot mess. It was some stuff I was not expecting, a little twisted turns and all that stuff, whatever. But, you know, because I can honestly say, like, the intro, you know, the trailer, I was like, I don't know. It was giving too much, like they was overacting and stuff. But I was wrong. They gave us, honey, and it was given. All right, so let's get into it now. Y'all know these is not regular names. I'm just saying this is not like Tim and Kim and Tom and Jim, child. That's not what these names is. This is not even Lakeisha or LaQuisha, honey. This is not a Tyrone or Billy, child. These not. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I doggone can with these names. Now, some of them had good names like Isaac and Ruth. Simple names. I can remember that. But some of them, they was challenging. And I didn't do no breakdown of pronunciation, not for real. So work with me. I'm going to put the pictures over here. I'm trying to put them on the side if they'll fit. Right here in the space of my husband. And so that y'all can see the pictures along as we go along with them. But y'all, child. So let's get into it. So you started out with the host. Now, I don't know about you, but child, the host, the female, she was giving. She was just as cute as she can be, child. So her name is Salamina, I want to say. And her husband name is Howza. Cute couple. Now, he ended up giving her the ultimatum. Like, baby, listen here, child. What is we finna do? Is you gonna marry me or not? So, you know, them hosting it, kind of like Nick Lachey and Vanessa. I think Nick Lachey, I think that's his last name. I think they host the American version of the Ultimatum, and I think one of them gave each other the Ultimatum. So, you know, they got hosts, they got history, and they know how this thing go. So, they've been married for 15 years. So, I guess she said yeah. Now, let's start with the first couple. So, let's just run down the couples, and then we'll get into it. So, you got, I want to say they call that girl name when it be sound like Tubby. It would be sound like Tubby. But it may be Tubby, Ivy. No, it ain't, because it rhymes with tub. So Tubby, something like that. So she's 27 years old, and her partner is Genesis. He's 27. They've been together for 7 years. So she gave him the ultimatum, like, listen, you got to marry me or something, honey. So she said that his excuse is basically saying that, for financial reasons, like he's just not ready to get married. And I can say that for most men, they will really and truly want to be at a good financial place in order to get married, because they know that they will mainly be the breadwinner and just kind of taking care of a lot of the finances. So some of them want to be in a good, stable place financially. But she said, but child, you can go and spend your money on all this other stuff, investing and buying this unnecessary stuff. So why can't you marry me? So let's move on to these the names that's baby. Okay. I want to call her Wig, but y'all know I'm going to call her Wig throughout this whole show. Wig. You know what I'm saying? Wig. By Wig. I will call her that. One, I don't really like to make comments on, women hair and stuff like that, but if they got a nasty attitude, they deserve it. They getting it, okay? They're going to get it. They're going to get it. And she deserved this and a little bit more, because she had a nasty attitude, just nasty. So Wig, her name is Kenya. And she's 34 years old, acting like she's 12. And her mate is, they say it so fast, Nakonti. So he's 30 years old. So they've been together for a year. Just a year, you acting like this. Just a year, girl, and you acting like this. Wig, just a year, and you acting like this. Because y'all need TikTok. Somebody need to help her with the spray that stuff, child. Because see, I got a lace front wig. I don't like the wedding wigs for real, for that simple reason, because that lace will show. And but you get that stuff that they got over there and go over there on the TikTok and they'll show you, honey, get the little glue spray and lay and spray and lay. But it wasn't giving. Sometimes the wig was wet looking, sometimes it was dry. Sometimes it look really, really dry, and sometimes it just was a mess. Look like, baby, just wear a hat, honey. Just wear a hat, or hey, you in South Africa, child, do the little garbs and stuff like that. Okay? Shoot. Looking a mess, and you trust to call somebody out their name anyway. So they've been together for a year. She said that he wasn't her type, but I guess somewhere, honey, I don't know what it was, because it don't sound like he got the money like this. So I don't know what it was about her, but I guess he wooed her and she was like, okay. But he said he doesn't feel comfortable at this place in his in life to marry her yet. I think he just basically see they got a whole bunch of issues. Girl, it's just been a year. Now, granted, some of y'all may say, well, it was just a year for you and Eddie. We met 1 year, the next year we got married. It was probably like, I'll say about 13, 14 months, something like that. Or 15, 16, it was a little longer. We met in May, got married in August of the next year. Now, of course, this is our second marriage. So, things are different, but this is their first marriage. And as you can see, most of these people on here are immature. When you went through one marriage, child, you got some experience, and you kind of know what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? How to make it work. You kind of know as far as communication, all this stuff. But a lot of these young people, which I was young too, just want to get married to say you're married, so. Anyway, so now let's move on to Ruth and Isaac. I got these names, Ruth at the Bible, and Isaac was at the Bible too. Hello, come on now. Ruth and Isaac at the Bible. So Ruth is 28 years old and Isaac is 28. So they've been together for 2 years. So she gave him the ultimatum. Now it seems as though they have a long distance relationship. She said that she was ready, she's ready to marry him. I mean, ready to, take it to the next level, but she hasn't met his folks. And then later on, I found out, honey, they don't communicate. They don't talk, child. They text a lot. And it seemed like that out of 2 years, they only spent a collective time about 8 months together in person. And who ready to marry who? But anyway, as they're doing their introduction and stuff like that, so of course they came in, they seen the other couples as they sitting down introducing them. One thing she did say that she said she ready to mix it up a little bit because she seen one guy, honey. She got her eye on. He looked like he a ladies' man. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, so they talked about that. Like, she never met his family and stuff like that. She said that she don't know if he's ready for marriage or not. That's something that she don't know. But she also said too that because of the time frame that they haven't really seen each other, she don't know if he married or not. You know what I'm saying? She don't know if he got a whole secret family or nothing like that because they long distance, one, and two, they have not seen each other. Like, they don't see each other every day. They don't see each other once a week. They don't see each other every couple of weeks. Whoo, child. All right, so let's move on. He did make the fact that too, he said that as far as his culture is that, he can't bring nobody home around family, nothing like that, unless he knows she the one. So that's his excuse. Okay. So then next you got Libby and you got Nola. Libby is 26 years old. Nola, he's 34 years old. They've been together 1.5 and a half years. 1.5 years, 1.5 years, child. 1.5 years. These couples is not ready. Why is they trying to hurry up and get married? They're still young, for one. And two, they ain't been together that long. And y'all can't even get y'all committed relationship together. And y'all trying to throw some marriage on top of it. She said that she did say that she's scared that he'll end up with somebody else. Like, they doing the ultimatum, and she's scared. And I think she was the one that's giving him the ultimatum. Girl, your insecurity is trying to make you lock this man down. But let me tell you something. Take from Sister Hannah wisdom. I had to learn this in my first marriage. Marriage do not make a man do right. Just because y'all just like a baby don't make a man do right. Now y'all instant family, child, with no issues. Marriage just really truly all you do is magnify the issues that's there. Because now y'all living together. Now you really see what he doing for real, child. So yeah, now you can really see, honey, that he come in at 2 o'clock in the morning instead of you being at your place and he being at his place. And y'all both sleep. You don't know what time he come in. Now you see, now that y'all married and under one roof, honey, that he really be coming in at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night. Okay. So yeah. So she feels as though, he gonna find somebody there because her insecurity is just so, speaking. He said that he a one woman's man. Hola. So yeah, he said he a one woman's man. She ain't got to worry about that. She said, well, you like to flirt a lot and you like to call random women baby. So, that's her insecurity and stuff. So in the next one now, let's move on to Courtney and Aiden. So Courtney is 27 years old. Aiden is 29 years old. They've been together for 7 years. I don't know. I don't know why they put them on here, child, because they didn't look like they was finna be paired with nobody for real, child. They just put them in there for good measure. I guess they put them in there to kind of, balance it out. Anyway, so they been together for 7 years. He said that he's scared of marriage. Now, she gave him the ultimatum. He said that he done seen a lot of people divorced in the past when they got married and stuff like that. I was like, child, I'm sure you've been seeing a lot of broken relationships too as well. But anyway, people like to put that out. Oh, child, every time somebody get married, child, they get divorced. I'm quite sure you're seeing a lot of people break up too. Or anyway, let's move on. I can stay there for a minute. So let's move on to Linda. They, like I say, they talk real fast. Is Linda. He's 32 years old, and her name, I tried to break her name down. It's like Caesar. I want to say Caesar, but it's like Caesar. Yeah, Caesar. So she's 29 years old. They just been together 6 hot months, honey. 6 months. Child, that'd be a doctor's appointment. Come back in 6 months. That'd be a dentist appointment. Come back in 6 months. Just 6 months. And them 6 months roll up real, real fast. But it seems that though they say that they were neighbors. They've been neighbors for a while. And maybe they kind of grew up together. He ended up, he was her friend. But then, I guess he started having some attraction for her, and he kind of asked, "Hey, will you be my girlfriend?" And she said yes. And they, but she said he wanted to get married in 3 months. That's your problem, Linda. You move too fast and you fall in love too fast. You get it too fast. That's how you get yourself hurt. That's how you get yourself hurt, because you was up there fall in love with that girl that you was in ultimatum with. I mean, whatever that you switch with. That's your problem. You move too fast. So he was giving her the ultimatum, and she was like, "Wait a minute, child." Mm-mm. But anyway, so let's move on. Now let's get into it, child. So this is the picking. So they decided, everybody's gonna decide who gonna pick with who. So as they sitting at the table, they had a couple of mingles. It wasn't, if you haven't watched it yet, it wasn't just, then now they get to pick each other. No, they have to mingle with each other. I think they do this for a couple of days, and they kind of go on group days and kind of get to know each other, so they can feel who has chemistry with who, because it's not just about looks, it's also about who you connect with, who you have chemistry with. And so now we are at the decision day on who is going to decide who they're going to switch with. So Ruth goes first, and she chooses Nola. Now, Linda thought that he was going to be the one that get picked, and he was in his feelings a little bit. But I was saying, Linda, I don't think you could have handled some Ruth, child. Because if she would have slept with you, child, you would have been ready to marry her right then, honey, because you would have been probably sprunk. But Ruth would have had you tossed up and turned, honey. She would have turned you out. So now, thank God you didn't choose. No, thank God she didn't choose you. That one too strong for you, honey. That is an espresso coffee, honey. You need decaf. You need some decaf. So anyway, so Ruth chose Nola. That's what she wanted, honey. She wanted that one over there. She wild, he wild. Okay. So and Nola chose Ruth. So good. So anyway, so Courtney chose Genesis, and like I said, I'm gonna try to put the pictures in over here so y'all can see it, because I know it's kind of hard to keep up with all the names. Courtney, the white girl, chose Genesis. Now no Nokitio. He thought that Courtney was going to choose him, but she chose Genesis. And he was like, you could probably going to regret it. And her and Genesis, child, they were just like siblings, honey. Because it wasn't nothing going on over there. And maybe that's why she chose Genesis. She's talking like, I chose him because I feel like he made me laugh and have a good conversation. No, I think she probably felt like, that I'm calling him K. She probably knew that K, he was gonna really and truly, she probably would have fell for him, honey. Because, he got that little soft, like he got that charm and stuff. His voice just be like real smooth and stuff, and he be smiling. And so I think that she did that on purpose, because she was like, child, I'm not finna fall for a little bit right here. So no. So yeah. Anyway, so Genesis chose Courtney as well. So he said now he not used to, I know he was trying to say a white girl, he used to his norm and stuff, but he said, I'm gonna walk by faith, child. I don't know what that meant, but I guess he meant to say I'm gonna step outside the box. Now Caesar thought that he was gonna choose her because they kind of had a connection, but he did. So but anyway, so let's move on to Caesar. She gets emotional when it's her turn, honey, because I think she really up here debating, child, her man is finna be going off with somebody. And did y'all know in the intro, when the couple sitting down and everybody, they was kind of like introducing themselves before the host walked in and stuff. And I think it was what's her name, Libby, Tubby, not Libby, Tubby. And I may be pronouncing it wrong, child, but too late, honey. Too late. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put the picture right here. She the one had said, okay, well, what's your name? And the gentleman beside you, what's his name? She said, my man. I said, okay. Caesar is very jealous. She's very jealous. She's probably insecure and all that stuff. But anyway, so she cries. She gets emotional. She walks out. And let's see. I think it was TB that said, listen, why don't she was telling no Wig? She said, Wig, go see about her. She said, for what? She probably, I don't know if she laughing or crying, child. I think she didn't like her from the jump. She said, I ain't finna go check on her. Like, no. She said, why don't you do it? She said, well, you was sitting by her, so I just said go check on her. But anyway, the host went and checked on her. She came on back, and so she chose wig man. That's a good girl. She chose bad wig, buy wig man. So she chose her name Kenya. She chose her man. K. We're gonna call him K because they be saying his name so fast. No, Nakatio. Something like that. So anyway, Wig said in her confession, she's like, I don't know about them. Like, they just kind of give me fake vibes. I said, girl, I know you lying. I know you lying. You talking about fake vibes. Girl, did you see that? Did you see that? That's fake vibes right there. Because not the fact that you wearing a wig, it's the fact that you're not wearing it well. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. And the fact too, not the fact that you're not even wearing it well, is the fact that you would have the audacity to talk about somebody else and be nasty to the core to somebody else, and you look like that. And for some reason you think that you're all of that. Girl. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. All right, so let's move on to Libby. So Libby chose Isaac. Now Isaac is roof man. Now Isaac sat up there, and I thought they would have been a good match. I don't know about y'all, but I thought that they would have been a good match. She chose him. He said, I'm gonna have to decline, and he chose Wig. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And Wig gave you all the business. That's what you get. Wig gave you all the business. Okay. So Libby, since he chose Wig, Libby had to choose somebody else. And so she said that she was used to being disappointed. I said, that baby need to go to therapy. Libby, if you watching this, you need to go to therapy. Don't be on another show. Don't get with another man. Child, go straight to therapy. Don't pass go. Ain't that on the monopolies? Don't go to jail. Don't pass go. Go straight to therapy. That's what you need, baby. Because this right here was not good. Because she said she used to getting disappointed, so she keep herself in a place of disappointment. Girl, you're too beautiful for all that, child. No ma'am. So and she said, yeah, she used to disappointment and all that stuff or whatever. So Libby had to choose somebody else, so she chose Aiden. I was like, yeah, I had a connection, child. I ain't see that. Because I was like, who's she gonna choose, honey? So, because let me tell you something. I don't care if you're big. I don't care if you're skinny. I don't care if you're a toothpick. I don't care if you wide as I don't know what. That does not matter. What matters is your confidence. And people can tell when you don't have confidence. I don't care. People can just tell it. It is, and some people, as far as a date or somebody, men want to be with you or one want to be with you, if you don't have that confidence, it really truly don't matter what you look like. It shows. And that's what's a turnoff to people. And I think Libby is a beautiful black woman, but she don't exude that confidence. And she's stuck to a man that really and truly don't want to be with her or being with her for convenience, but she's not wearing that confidence. Girl, your shape, everything, girl, work with it. Honey, you just got to have the confidence, but first you got to do the therapy. Don't pass go. Go straight to therapy. So let's see. So she chose Aiden. I would just say Aiden said well his choice was Libby or Tebby. And so anyway, he chose Libby as well. So let's move on. Wig chose Isaac. Bye, Wig. She said all the men here was boring, child. So she chose. I was like, girl, why would you say that? Like, why would you? Maybe it's you that's boring. You are a stick in the mud. You the one got to stick up your butt. You the one is stuck up. It is you, girl. It ain't nothing to be me. It is you. They ain't want to talk to you. That's what it was. Then nobody, because they showed in the thing that you was, oh, I don't want to, so you ain't have a choice. You had to find somebody to be with, find the janitor, the production people, somebody. So yes, it wasn't them, it was you. You was automatically looking at them and you was getting an attitude when your man was with somebody else. I don't know how he did it. No wonder his mama don't like you. Because she said, you better. I agree. You better. So let's move on. Tabby and Libby are last. And because they last, they connect, them together. But child, their action too was a good match. I liked them together, honey. So the couples are getting to know each other. Of course, they in the house, they playing games, they eat, playing different games, kind of getting to know each other, breaking the ice. But child, the ice didn't have far to break. It was, as they say, on thin ice. Because some of them, child, was already locked at the hip, honey, smooching, kissing, doing other stuff. So it didn't take much. That's why I have these year and a half, 6-month relationship, all this stuff, child. But some of them was 7 years, honey. They probably locked up too, huh? Locked up and won't let me out. So, let's see. Let's move on to Ruth and Nola. I really and truly, y'all, I don't know if this 3 weeks they got to be with these people. 3 weeks. It seemed like the first night and the first day. The first night. It probably was in that 1 week span. I don't know if it was day 1 or day 2. But them two was kissing and cuddling in that bed. I mean, close. You know what I'm saying? I know you had to be close to be kissing, but I'm just saying they was all hooked up, honey, like they had been together, like they is the couple. And you know what? They ended up doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. So yes, that's what they were doing. And how do we know that they were doing? Because she told him to get back on top. I said, oh Lord, she wanted around 2, child. I said, oh Lord, Ruth done went down and not the roof in the Bible, child. Not this roof, honey. Because that roof was saying, honey, I think that was it, roof, hey, oh man, what one? The roof. Oh yeah, the roof was the daughter one. I think that was the daughter. Child, that roof was the one that got the Boaz. So we're not talking about their roof, child. Their roof is not this same roof, child. This roof right here is freaking the sheets, and she don't mind laying it low and spreading it wide, child. So Ruth was like, I'm finna get it on. So she ended up sleeping with what's his name, Nola, honey. But that next night she said, listen, honey, you gonna sleep on the floor, child, because you too touchy. Girl, and you let him touch. You let him touch. And I according to out your mouth, child, he did not sleep on the floor unless you was on that floor with him. So Isaac had a surprise for Wig. Him and Wig getting along, honey. She kicking, he kicking. They, you know what I'm saying? He was doing a little twerk. She was doing a little twerk dance because that was part of one of their game, honey. She was relaxed. She was all in his lap. She said that they not take showers together. He ran some bath water for her. She got in the tub. He got in the shower. They saw each other naked and stuff, child, but there wasn't nothing going on. So he had like a surprise for her. Was it her birthday or something? I don't know what he had for. But, he laid out the roses. He did it up, came back from dinner. And she was like, oh my gosh. So they ended up kissing, child. They kissed, honey. He was touching her butt, honey, till they had to push us out. They closed the closet, like, get out, honey. Or the bathroom, wherever they was. I guess that's when they saw each other naked, child. I don't know. So, yeah. So now we're on week 2 of marriage. So all of this that they showed us was in like a week or a week and a half. But I think with Ruth, and I'm going to call her Ruth, honey, because with Ruth, honey, I think that was the first night. Because remember she said that she got her eye on somebody. And remember Libby said, I feel like you're going to be with somebody. Libby felt it, child. Libby. So anyway, so let's move on. Genesis and Courtney, little dry relationship, friendship, honey, cousinship, honey, a co-workership, whatever they got ship going on is good and dry. But Genesis asked Courtney, is she attracted to him? And she was like, yeah, it just take me a minute to warm up and stuff. Like, girl, we know. You trying to save yourself for your man trying to save himself for you. So, y'all pick people that y'all was not finna be attracted to and not finna have, no. So, I don't even know why y'all on this show, but let's move on. So, Linda said that he falling for Tubi TV. Tabby. He falling for her, Tubi. Y'all know. He falling for her. He said he falling for her, honey. I think I'm falling in love. I was like, that's your problem, bro. You move too quick in your emotions, child. You was ready to marry Caesar at 3 months. Now you fall in love with this girl, and we on week 2. Nice looking young man. Just moving too fast. So anyway, Aiden said that him and Libby are just friends. We know that, child. We know you picked up for friendship, and yeah. And she was like, okay, I ain't got nobody else, so we're gonna work here. So they going out to dinner with the other couples and stuff like that or whatever. The other couples seem like they getting along so good and stuff, and they looking like, I think they together. I think they doing. I think they kissing. Would you kiss somebody? Well, we saving ourselves for our partners and stuff like that. Whatever. You thought you saved yourself, but Nola, he living my best life. He living his best life, child. He is for the streets, honey, and the alleys, and the back alleys, child. He is for all of it, honey, because he is not studying you. Just like Ruth said, child, we is exes, honey. Just like we not together, so we, I sleep who I want to, because we ain't together. I ain't got no commitment towards you. So Nola and Ruth are very close. Even to the fact that she said, they so close, honey. I feel like he go in another room. I need to follow him, honey. I need to be up on him like that because, she fixing him dinner, cooking for him and all that stuff, whatever. So he said that, it's a happy home over here. Why? Because he got his girl over there, the one that's his ex, and then he's sleeping with the woman right here, honey, and it's all legal. Everybody, hey, he ain't cheating because this is stuff they're supposed to be doing. They get to know each other. But I think Libby on one of them said, honey, she wish she would have set some boundaries. I said, that's what y'all should have did. Don't be doing this, don't be doing that. But knowing him, honey, he'll still do it. Y'all just been together a year and a half, child. So anyway, Libby suggested Aiden that they go in and spy on some of the couples. So, it is, I don't even know why they did it like this. To me, I felt like the couple should have been separated a lot more so that they can't see each other. But I guess it's just the messiness of it all. So, she wanted to spy on the couples because they all right there by each other. It's like they next door or in between each other, and they can go on their balcony and see each other if the other couple outside. So, she said, Aiden, I think it was Libby idea. Y'all know. I think it was her idea. And so she said, and Aiden was like, okay, let's do it. So they went, supposed to be playful and all that stuff. So they went and spied on all the 6 couples. But then when it came to what her man was, Aiden said she stayed there a little too long. He went to laughing and running off. She got stuck like Chuck. And she started peeking. And they said, I knew I heard somebody peeking or heard some noise outside, but I didn't know what that was. But that was her. And she said, I think she hollered through the window, honey. And she said, listen, y'all was in there holding hands. And I was like, girl, I'm glad that's all you saw because they had been doing a whole lot more than that. I'm glad you didn't see all the kissing and the rubbing and the hugging and the touching. Ooh, child, you would have really lost your mind. But that's okay. It's coming. So yeah, she was like, y'all holding hands. He was like, we wasn't holding hands. I was like, dude, you just lying. So Ruth came out and Libby said, was y'all holding hands? She said, yeah, we was holding hands. Mm-hmm. Ruth gonna tell it, honey. Ruth ain't finna lie for nobody, child. She ain't finna lie even to herself, honey. So yeah, she told it. So she was like, yeah, we was holding hands. And Lebo, I think it's Lebo. She said, why are you lying? No, like, why are you lying? The girl just said that, well, you was acting like we were holding hands like this. We weren't holding hands like this. Listen, just let the process work itself. Go on in there, child, because in the back of his mind said, we done had sex anyway, child. You talking about a holding of the hands? We held hands, all right, child. Just in a whole different kind of way, and not the way you think. But yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. Lebo suggests. Oh, okay. I read that part. So yeah. So yeah, because he was telling me he was being extra child. He wasn't holding no hands or nothing like that. Oh, let's move on. So now the next thing is that, in between that, they had a whole bunch of other stuff, of course, couples talking, all that stuff, whatever. So they're doing where they're going to meet each other's family and friends. Now, the girl wig name is Kaya, like Kenya, something like that. Wig. I like to call her Wig. But anyway, so she is she's not sure if she wants to she's having a conversation with what's his name? Isaac. And Isaac asking her some questions and stuff like that. I think they had already met his family. She has met his his friends, best friend, and cousin or somebody. And so now he can kind of see more of her, because she was like, I don't cook, I don't do this, child, I don't do none of this to her. And I guess she said, I'm a princess, child, and I'm not doing it. So he started to ask her some questions when they got back, and he asked her something about marriage. She said, well, I'm not sure about marriage, child. Only reason I would want to get married because I don't want to have no baby outside of marriage, but being married. And he was like, okay, well, what do you bring to the table? She said, I am the table. I was like, y'all be loving to use that, honey. Make up your own words, child. So she was like, I bring myself. I am the table. So to me, don't seem like she worked. Don't seem like she do nothing but stroll on that phone and have bad wigs. And when she feel like the bad wig is bad even to her, she'll throw a hat on. So in this scene, Isaac is coming home, and he said, because they showed where a lot of men were cleaning and cooking and doing stuff. I said, where these men at? Is they in the South Africas? They don't do that in the Americas. But anyway, so a lot of men were doing the cooking and the cleaning and stuff like that. And the women was like, oh my goodness, I like this. So it seems as though Isaac does that as well. And so, he said when he leave for work, he made sure like the kitchen and everything was clean. And so when he come home, honey, it's a sink full of dishes. And you got wig over there, child. Did she trust her with had a different one? Was that when she had the different one? I was like, girl, go throw the other one back on, because that one just ain't giving it. It's even worse, honey. That short one. So Wig is sitting over there, and I think that's when she had that real ugly one. And so he was like, did you have company or something today? She was like, no. Why? She be like, why? And he was like, because you ate all these dishes right here, and what I'm saying, I cleaned and made sure the dishes were straight before I left. She said, did I ask you to clean the dishes? Did I ask you to clean it? Did I ask you to wash these dishes? And he said, but that's besides the point. That's beside the point. Why aren't they clean? Like, why aren't you washed them? And so anyway, they got into this big argument. And when this girl get mad, she go from 0 to 1,000 real quick, honey. It scared me, child, through the TV. So because she go from sane to crazy. And the sane part be a little shaky, because I don't even know if she be fully sane. So anyway, as they doing that, he just get mad and he leaves. So he going over there to where Tabby and what's his name? Lindo. So where they staying at, so he up there talking to Lindo and stuff like that. And he's saying, listen, man, she don't do nothing. Like, she was up there talking about me going to the store, and she wanted me to pick up this and that, stop at the mall and get this and that. She ain't give me no money or nothing like that. And then when we had come over there, she's talking to Tabby, and she telling her what's going on and everything. And She was saying, yeah, he be thinking that he won't. I'm not gonna pay him no money for no groceries. I'm not gonna give him nothing. Go pick up the groceries, get the groceries, and you bring them home. And Tabby was like, but what if y'all split half? She's like, girl, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, girl, girl. And I guess maybe she cook during the week, but she'll cook on the weekend or something like that. So Isaac said he was hungry, honey, so he had to go over there and get some food. And here come Wig. She coming over there too, honey, because the girls are coming back over there. And she was like, you hungry? Like, well, how you eat? Like, who cooked for you? He like, my mama. I said, oh Lord. She said, oh, your mama's boy. Oh, you one of them. Okay, stuff like that. So I'm saying, child, your mama. Now, I wouldn't even say that. Dude, you don't know how to cook, so you got a whole grown man cooking you some steaks. I said, okay, that'll be a problem. But anyway. That'd be a problem for somebody, but maybe not the wrong person, the right person for. Oh yeah, so as you got Wig over there eating other folks' food, she complained about the food. But anyway, so now let's move on to the guys' night out and the girls' night out. Okay, child, we almost finished, almost at the finish line. So I lied. Shoot, child. Ooh. God, I'm moving too slow. But anyway, so let's move on. So Nola and Aiden, let's see, Nola and Aiden, yeah, they talking about, because the guys coming together talking about who had sex. They call them, who did you bang? I was like, ooh. What are we, 16? Did you bang? Did you smash? But anyway, they talking about sex and all that stuff and who had sex with who and stuff like that. Nola, now you got to watch Nola because he's saying the truth, but he'll throw it as I'm playing. And but Nola was sitting up there saying to Isaac, did you bang my girl? And he was like, and I'm just playing, I'm laughing because he was saying I banged yours. That's basically what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because yeah. So but Nola told Isaac, you know what I'm saying? He's like, Ruth is a good woman, he said I ain't banged her yet. Okay, all that truth, Ruth told the girls that, as far as them having sex and stuff like that, no, we're cuddling, we're not doing none of that stuff, whatever. She said that she's trying to have respect for, Libby, and she not trying to say all this stuff that they really did out with the other girls and stuff. So they asked the girls, had anybody, went all the way. SZA said, what does that mean? And Wig was like, girl, like all the way, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what that mean like, have you had sex? And so she was like, oh, no, not yet. Now she with Wig man, so she, added on because Wig in her feelings because she's very insecure, you know what I'm saying? She's just looking for a reason to go off on SZA because, yeah, she don't like her because she with her man. And so she was like, oh, not yet. Well, maybe he'll give it up to you, honey, because we hadn't had sex since September. She was like, why y'all hadn't had sex? Because I said we hadn't. You know what I'm saying? If he have sex with you, it'd be because, you just like like a trick off or something like that. He's just trying to get it out or something like that. So, if he had sex with you or something. And so she was like, well, why you think I'm like that and stuff? She said, I'm just saying, girl, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, Wig was throwing so much shade on that young girl, because that girl is with her man. And she kept, trying to poke the bear or whatever. So anyway, Nakito told what's his name, Lindo, that he wanted to have sex with his woman. She's very enticing, but he said, but I was restraining myself, so I ain't had sex with your girl and stuff. I was like, y'all having too much open conversation, child. Isaac said that he can bang her if he wanted to, he would be the kind that he would bang, what's his name, K girl. But, he had to drop her back off the next morning, child, because she is not wife material. Show ain't honey. He said because she don't like to cook. She don't like to do none of that stuff. She don't like to cook nor clean. So he was like, I had sex with her, honey, because she, whatever, but I have to drop her back off. So the girls are talking about, Scissor's laugh and stuff like that or whatever. Like, like, girl, sometimes you be laughing like you just be trying to, egg it on and be in folks' face and just trying to hype it up and stuff like that, just cause attention to yourself. She's like, listen, y'all don't know, that's just the way I laugh. I laugh when I'm nervous. I laugh when I'm happy. I just laugh all the time. It's just kind of, sometimes it's a nervous laugh. So I'm not trying to like, push nothing in y'all face and stuff. You was sitting up there kissing and talking about my man, and while y'all was together, you was laughing. I didn't say nothing about that and stuff. So anyway, as they was talking, we gonna tell that girl no crying, because she cried a lot. She was like, girl, shut up. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me. I can do what I want to. And let me finish my conversation. So she was clapping back, which I was proud of her for that, because it seemed like we just got so much hatred toward her, and rightfully so. Anyway, let's move on. So Ruth wanted to talk to Libo after the girls night out and everything, because she didn't want to say what she said to say in front of in front of the rest of the girls. Now, me personally don't know why she wanted to tell her now. Now, maybe I missed something, but I don't understand when Ruth became the victim. Because I think that she was very, very much a participant in the actions that took place. But she feels the need to tell Libba. I'm not saying that she shouldn't, but I'm just saying, why now? You know what I'm saying? Why not until y'all switch back over to your own spouses? Then they can have that conversation and own partners. But why now? I'm really thrown on that. Why you want her to know now? Why you didn't feel guilty when you was doing it then, because you did it once, twice, 3,000, 4,000 later. But why now? So as Ruth telling Libo that in front of the girl, she was like, I want to talk to him. And she was like, okay. So she just in her head, not sure what it's about, but I guess you know what it's about. So Isaac wanted to talk to Nola, pull him to the side and stuff like that. So Isaac asked him, have you been intimate with my girl? He was like, no, bro, no, I want to, but no, man, I ain't gonna cross them boundaries and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, he said, but she check on me, she'll say she missed me and stuff like that. He was like, bro, she doing you like that. That's part of the relationship. She never did me like that. She ain't bought me enough for my birthday. Even your girl, when she thought I was going to be with her, she said she was going to do something for my birthday. He was like, what? That's my girl, man. Don't touch my girl, man. Don't talk to her. Don't be with her. Nothing like that. That's my girl. I was like, bro, but you sitting over here having sex with this man, girl. I don't understand the hypocrite, the hypocrisy in it all. It makes no sense to me. So anyway, as they sitting there, talking and having a conversation and stuff like that, because now Isaac did go back and tell Libo that I'm sorry, I made the wrong decision. I declined your offer, but I should have went with you because old girl is crazy. Well, that's hindsight, bro. Stay with crazy. Stay with crazy. I'm glad old girl didn't take you back. Stay with crazy. Yeah, because she good and crazy. So anyway, so as they having this conversation and stuff like that, then over here, let's see, Ruth finna talk to, what's her name? Libo. So all the girls dispense, everybody go home and stuff like that. So Libo sitting up there waiting on Nola to slowly tell her what's the deal. And she said, listen, I just want to tell you, me and Nola had sex, not once, not twice. And they got that accent and stuff like that. I think she said 3 times or not 3 times, one of the two. Libo took it like a champ, baby. She took it like a champ. Because, honey, let me tell you something. Me personally, I would not sit there next to a girl of Libo's size, and I'm a smaller size, and that close to somebody that can wring my neck or just toss me really quick. Now, maybe Ruth was ready to fight back if something was to pop off, but you were that close and you felt like the girl wasn't finna do nothing. Did you sit there and tell her? I would have told her behind the door. I would have told her on the phone. I would have told her, honey, upstairs and she downstairs. I would have told her sitting that close, knee to knee like that, honey. No, ma'am. But anyway, she told her and Liv was like, wow. And she said, okay. And she leave. And she said, thank you for telling me. Now, let me tell you something, Libby. I don't understand why there was no smoke for Ruth. And granted, I ain't saying it should be a lot, but I don't think that Ruth should have been off scot-free either. Even though she has no commitment to you, she had a commitment to her man. But that was not the whole point of the process, for y'all to sleep with each other in such a short period of time. All right. So she told her and everything. So Ruth goes back to her home. She knock on the door and she asks an old dude to let her in and stuff. So at that point, evidently, I thought she was gonna tell him, but she ain't tell him yet. But that's okay. Ain't got to tell him, child, cause Libo, he scum, honey. Baby, she done took shoes off too, so she walk around that resort barefooted. So she comes in the apartment and she said, "Oh, so you slept with her?" He was like, "What? What you talking about? Who told you that?" By that time, Ruth opened that bathroom door and she looked like, "Oh no, she shut the door. I think she shut the door." It was funny, y'all. When I tell you that this show was given, honey, to me, this was real reality TV, child, because I don't think nobody was expecting none of this. I don't know if it was a little add on here and there, but either way it worked for me, child. Maybe we need to be over there. Maybe we need to get out to America, honey, where they be doing way too much. Get over here in these other countries and watch their stuff. South Africa, y'all said Married at First Sight, Australia is good. So maybe I need to be over there, honey, because this American stuff is just too tainted, too extra, too much, just way too much, too toxic. Is ugh. But anyway, so yeah, she said, "So you slept with her?" And Nola denies everything. You know what I'm saying? He is saying no. Listen, can we talk? And he said that he's not really truly ready to tell Libby exactly everything because he just want peace with her. But anyway, so Libby go back home and she goes in there and she tell Aiden, but Aiden, as she coming in, I think Nola coming in behind. Now poor Aiden, he is in the middle of all this. Child, this is why he said, "Honey, I'm so glad I'm not with none of these couples. I'm just saving myself, getting through these 3 weeks, get my little money so I go on back to my girl, because this right here is not what I want. This ain't what you want. This is not what I want." So he's saying he's trying to break them up, talk to them and stuff like that. But he said he knew that man was up to no good. He said he knew what the man name is. Nola. I'm gonna call him Noel. Nola was up to no good. He already knew it. So yeah. So Aiden is trying to, diffuse them, and all that stuff. So he following them around and stuff. And he was saying, "Bro, she just basically saying, you know what I'm saying? Just let it go. Just let it go." He was like, "Well, no, I want to be with girl. Will you marry me?" I was like, "Bro, you sound stupid. Now you just pulling at straws." So anyway, this go on for a while. Nola come back and he asked Ruth, like, "Why you do that? Like, why you do that?" And Ruth looking like, she said, "Sit down." Because I want to know why she do it too. I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't understand the point. Was she having feelings for the man? Like, what was the sidebar conversations? What did y'all talk about that we didn't see? Did y'all talk about this is what we're going to do? He said, "I thought we agreed that we weren't going to say nothing right now." So I didn't understand why she said something now either. It was just odd. It was just odd. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't so close to Libby that you felt the need to share with her, because that's your friend and you want to. No, I don't understand. But anyway, so anyway, Libby come and she said basically she on the phone. She was like, "I don't understand why he did this and stuff like that." And he going off on Ruth, and she was like, "No, this is something that you did." I was like, "Well, why Ruth don't get no smoke? Just a little." I understand. I don't want the women to get into it, but I do understand. I do want Ruth to get some smoke because it seems like she's coming out this thing a little scotch free. But anyway, as they going on, she on the phone and she was like, "Listen, I'm gonna call this man," and and then he was, and I think she said no, she ain't gonna call him or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I kind of missed. It was kind of moved so fast. Anyway, long story short, he ended up calling her man, Isaac. And he was like, "Bro, you need to come down here." He was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm on my way." He said, "I ain't seen this apartment look like yet either," because he hasn't seen her since they been paired off with the other couple. And so anyway, he came in there and he was like, bro, I'm finna just tell you, you know what I'm saying, they had sex. And he was like, I knew it. I knew something went down. I knew something was wrong. Oh my gosh. And he was like, I just can't believe it. He said, I can't believe it. So anyway, Libo and Isaac, they follow each other. Because now they teaming up. We was the one that was cheated on. Now we finna team up. And so they go and say, listen, we finna go and find this dude. We finna find, they ain't what they say, but we finna go and find him. So they went and found Nola. And I just said, you owe me an apology. He was like, bro, I don't owe you nothing. I owe my girl an apology, but I don't owe you nothing. So they kind of get into it. They have words and stuff like that. They kind of push and they kind of tussle. Now, to be honest, I couldn't see neither one of them being scared. I didn't see no scared in Nola face because he's like, bro, I done been threatened before. What's up? You know what I'm saying? We could do this. So they pushing, they tugging, you know what I'm saying? They got to get security guards in there to break them up because, you know, but yeah, they got some little pushing and probably a couple of hits here and there in. But yeah, so I ain't seen neither one of them bag it down. So yeah. But in that process, Nola throwing Ruth is throwing Nola clothes out. I didn't understand what she thought was gonna happen. Maybe she thought that he was gonna say, yeah, I slept with her, and you know, I don't want to be with you anymore. I want to be with her. Maybe that's it. Maybe I missed all of that. And so now she throwing his clothes out. And now, you know what I'm saying, he having to get out. Yeah, so Isaac come home and asks Wig, because you know that's his roommate child. That's who he paired. He said this was who he wanted to be with. And he was like, why you ain't tell me they was having sex? Why you ain't tell me that? She was like, what are you talking about? And you know, she started laughing. He said, why you ain't tell me that Nola and Ruth was, you know, having sex? She was like, what? And she started laughing and he walks outside. She's like, come back and talk to me. Come back and talk to me. I'm not finna follow you out there. I'm not finna follow you out there. Come back and talk to me. And so he was, I ain't asked you to follow me. So that girl, honey, she just started doing stuff around the house, honey. He done got in the bed because he was so distraught. I was like, girl, you get on my nerves. You get on my nerves through the camera chat. You get on my nerves. So anyway, SZA and K, they won't call him K. She started telling him about his ex and how his ex was, and accusing her of being, you know what I'm saying, loose and wild and all that stuff, whatever. And she's just very disrespectful and she's mean and all that stuff. And he was like, listen, let's go over there and talk to her. Come on, you want to get this out off your chest? Just go over there and talk to you. That's what she needs, just conversation. I was like, bro, why you sending this sheep in the lion's den, honey, get ate up by this mean, low down, wig wearing, side ass you, wig needs some glue that evaporate that lace woman. It was like, why is you putting this over here with this bitter Betty woman? So anyway, so he bring her on over there. He was like, talk to her. She said, get out. Get out while you're here. And so she said, well, I'm finna sit down because we need to talk. Don't sit on my chair. Don't sit your bum on my chair. Get your bum off of my chair. Get or leave. I need you to go. I need you to leave. Leave now. Leave now. You're fat. Your bum is fat. Go ahead and leave. I don't need you here. Get here. Get out. Get out. Get out. I was like, girl. She wouldn't let the girl talk. She told her to get out. She called her everything. She called her fat. She called her a ghetto hood rat. She called her all of that. Get your ghetto hood rat off of here. Get out of my chair. Get off. Why are you on my place? Get out of my place. This is my place. Get out. Get out. Get out. Go now. You go now. You go now. Go now. I was like, oh God. Wig, you're doing too much. You should have told that wig to go now. Get. The wig was trying to get away from you. See how thick it was up under there? By wig. So anyway, she just dogged the poor girl out, child, honey. Ain't no sense of me telling y'all. That was all that. A whole bunch of screaming, calling her fat. The girl was like, I'm not going nowhere. And she was trying to stand her ground at first, but she was asking like, where's the dude? Because he left. You know, and you could tell she was scared. Like, she was scared, not scared she was very embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? It was humiliating for her because this lady was sitting here screaming and hollering at her, and she was telling her to get out, go. And she said, I'm going. Why are you still here? Why you not laughing now? Go. Where's your laugh now? Huh. Bye. Disgrace me. So anyway, the girl went back over there and she told him, listen, you set me up. You had me to sit up there and deal with your ex because you didn't want to talk to her. So you telling me to talk to her to say stuff that you really truly want to say. And she said, I felt like you left me. I was so embarrassed. I was so hurt. And she just busted out and started crying. And he was trying to console her. And I understand her crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I think she 29, the girl 34. I know there ain't much of an age difference. But looking at that wig, you can tell the girl really truly about 54. You know what I'm saying? Come on. So she got life experience. She bit a Betty. She got a whole bunch of issues going on. And you could tell she done been through some things, honey. So she was fussing at her like a mama, like a scared woman. So yeah, she busted out and started crying and everything. And so now, remind you that Isaac in bed. Well, all of that was taking place. He wasn't in bed, but he got in bed because he was like, I'm finna go to bed because bit of better ain't finna bother me. And this was just too much. So 2 o'clock in the morning, old wig want to wake up and start talking to, what's his name? Oh yeah. I forgot that, after that happened, her man came over there and said, why you sitting up there talking to that girl? Like, you don't come in here. Don't you come in my place. Get out. Don't you stack your feet. Get out. Go over there with your hood rat. Your ghetto hood rat. Get out of my place. Get out. Do not come over here. Get out. I was like, oh my gosh. The caring of it all. Golly, they call what they in Africa. They may not be called caring. They call some. Kwasame Kasam. Child, because honey, she is a Karen for sure. But anyway, yeah, he gets scared too, honey. I don't think he said he never seen her like that. But yeah, she is so insecure. She's so scared she's gonna lose that man and so forth and so on. So yeah, that's when she trying to wake what's his name up at 2 o'clock in the morning to talk about what's going on with her man. He was like, child, I'm not listening to you. I say, and you shouldn't ignore her. Let her talk to herself. In fact, start snoring. Because you ain't finna talk to me when you get ready. So yeah, Nola is leaving the experiment and Libo is leaving the experiment. Of course, they ain't finna, but he was saying he hope he can get his girl back. Bro, you embarrass this woman on national TV. Oh, well, yeah, it's national. Yeah. So anyway, this is the last night that they will actually be with themselves, like their what they call their experimental partners. So this is the last night, so everybody kind of saying their goodbyes, and of course, Lib, what's his name, child, he in love, honey. What the child, whole child, Lindell, he in love, child. So he in love with Tubby. I still struggle with the name. I ain't good. Anyway, he in love with her, and they kiss, and she was like, well, I just want to tell you one last thing. She gave him a good old kiss. I said, ooh, girl, yeah. And so yeah, he said that he got to tell his girl that he in love with this other girl. So, he don't know what that's gonna be like, but yeah, he loved this girl. Child, if you would have got with Ruth, honey, you would have shown up. What it is on Harlem Night, Sunshine. When Sunshine got hold of that man, he said, tell the wife, put your mama on the phone. I ain't coming back home, honey. I ain't coming back home. So, yeah. Anyway, so all of them kind of saying their goodbyes. Genesis and Courtney, they had like a friendship. We don't care nothing about them and stuff like that. So, yeah, now they're going to partner back up with their original partners on who they came with. Wig is telling her man, listen, you ain't finna come in here, get out, get off that bed. She pour wine on him, going over there with your little hood rat and all that stuff or whatever. And he said, you think I'm finna have kids with you and all this, and you acting like this? I can't. You is not marriage material and all that stuff. So yeah, she get even worse, y'all. If y'all hadn't seen, you got to watch. She get even worse. I will lose my voice trying to imitate her, honey. because she's just like, get out, you get, and she pulling him, she telling him to get off the bed, you're not gonna sleep in this bed with me, and all that stuff, whatever. I was like, but when that man kissing on you in that bed? Okay, anyway, hypocrite. So now Tobby and Genesis get back together, they go home, and Genesis had Lindell and everything. So, Genesis said, listen, I'm back with my girl. I finna, make her a nice little spread. I got the rose. I got everything. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love these gifts. And she was like, what's this on the bed? Now, he didn't touch that. And let me tell you something, I got much respect for Genesis because he handled this like a champ. While all the other ones, some of them faking and getting jealous and stuff, Genesis handled like a champ, and I hope to this day, and when we see the reunion, that they still together and they have made it work and really and truly building their relationship. Because I can tell you, he took everything to me and processed it even when he was hurt. But he knew, listen, I'm not finna let my girl go. I know dude doing what he doing, but I got to step up my game because I got to make her more happier than this man has made her in this short period of time. So, Lyndall, he had a gift for her on the bed, and it was like they call each other Boopsie, to my Boopsie from your Boopsie, blah 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 blah. And he had a teddy bear for her, and she hugged that teddy bear so tight, and she teared up. Now, mind you, she just got the gifts from her man. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I like this, I like this, I like that." But when she got that teddy bear, just a teddy bear, she hugged it and she cried, and she was like, and her man right there. I said, "Ooh, Genesis, brother, you is a good in the beginning." Ooh, all these Bible names. I just thought about it, child. Genesis, Ruth, Isaac. It sure ain't know what that girl name. Anyway, weird. But yeah, so that and all that stuff, whatever. So let's move on. So Ruth told Isaac that she apologized for all that stuff or whatever. He was like, basically, do you apologize or you just kind of sorry that, I found out? I was like, well, I think you would have found out regardless, what I'm saying? She the one told, so, she said really and truly she ain't sorry for what she did. She was like, you weren't showing me no affection. You weren't getting it to me. So, I did what I did because I wanted to do it. I guess their chemistry was there and they both wanted to do it. She wasn't ashamed of it. So she said she did what she did. So, yeah. So, he said, you know what? I can't stay in this house, honey. You done did all the dipping and doing all on the bed and everywhere else, child. Let me just go home. I don't even want to be here. So, but he come back the next day and he said, listen, I'm going to try to make this work. I'm trying to push through and stuff like that, but I ain't sleeping in that bed. And his big tall self trying to sleep on that couch. He said, it ain't going to work. So he ended up, just sleeping in the bed and stuff like that. So, let's see, so Tubby, I think it's Tubby. Anyway, so she said that she got Linda a gift. So she wanted to take the gift over there. So I guess she waited until the old girl left and went home because they still staying in the same, like there was before. So she said she got him a gift and she told her man, she said, I'm sorry I didn't get you nothing. But I had got that my side dude a gift. So I'm finna go on over there and take it to him and stuff. So, when he see her, he's like, oh my gosh, they hug, child. They hugs. It's so like, ooh. And so, it ain't no church hug and it was just a very intimate hug. They still hugging like that. And so, because a lot of them was like, even though it was 3 weeks, child, it was like they had, hey, babe, and they come home kissing. This was not their partner like that. This was their, fill-in partner. But anyway, so, they hug and, she give him the gift and everything. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to cry. And he read the note. And then the bag said, what goes around comes around. What that means, child? They're going to get back together. To me, I really and truly thought that they was going to be together because they both was missing each other and everything. So, yeah. So Ruth was asking Isaac why he's still here. And he basically said, I'm still here because, listen, this is what you want. I got you what you want, this ring. That's why I'm still here. And she was like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? She was crying. He said, yeah, this is why I was still here. This is why I was still trying to work through and stuff like that. But, she's just basically saying, even if so, we don't need to be together. This ain't gonna work. You know, but yeah. So in the next scene, you got Scissor. She said, who got you this gift? And she read the thing and all that stuff. She said, oh, no, we're not going to do this, child. Let me go over here and take this gift back. No, in fact, she asked him to take it back. He said he was going to take it back, but it was the next day. She said, let me tell you, I'm going to have to do it. So she went over there to where Genesis and Tabby was, and she went over there and gave that gift back. Tabby was sitting there looking at her, and she looked. I'm just glad she did. It's just the way her facial expression. To be honest, both of them look alike. So I can see why he fell in love with her, because it looked like his girlfriend, to be honest. But anyway, she just looked at him. She was like, yeah, I really truly bringing this gift back. I told him to do it, but he been taking his time doing it. So I'm over here to bring this gift back. It's a reap what you sow, or some go around, come around. She was like, I don't know what this means, but yeah, he's my man. And, and I don't want none of this. So when she left, she told Genesis, like, why would she come over here? Like, I think that's tacky. He was like, well, to be honest, it really truly was blurring the lines. I said, I agree with him. Now, he was like, that stuff right there. Now, she don't know that he got you a gift as well. And the gift was on the bed, but still, it kind of looked like you just kind of got him a gift and you just coming in between now that they back together. Then, she was like, well, sure, no, whatever. But anyway, she ain't had that smoke for when she was just sitting there, but okay. Let's move on. So the girls are connecting together, and I think the guys are too. So Tubby was asking her, listen, Scissor, listen, you came over to the house and gave me that gift back and all that stuff, whatever, but I don't think that you knew, what I'm saying? I understand why you had so much smoke and all that stuff. I don't think you knew that your man got me a gift too. Now, I was trying to be respectful and not do what he did. Now, what he did was that gift was on the bed while my man up here giving me gifts. We coming back into our place and stuff like that. And he left that gift. I didn't want to show disrespect like that. So I came and brought the gift when you went home to him. Now, to me, I thought it would have been more respectful if you brought the gift when she was home, but she was not home. And the way that y'all were hugging, child, I'm sure she would appreciate that. But anyway, so Scissor was like, hey, that's where I was, child. It is what it is, child. Okay, whatever. So, she said, I'm going to protect what's mine, and you ain't finna try to come in between us. So, let's see. So Genesis, I'm telling you, Genesis is a stand-up man. I don't care what nobody say. He may be little, maybe short, but he looked like he got some wisdom, even though he made his girl cry. And when he felt like, when they was just doing the mixing and mingling and stuff before they connected with the other couple, I mean, with whoever they, pretend, marriage partner was going to be, he made her cry because she felt like he wasn't paying her enough attention. He said, really, truly, he didn't want to talk to her much because he know he would have gotten his feelings. So he was just trying to avoid, her. But I could say Genesis has a lot of wisdom, and he seemed like he's a grown man. For real, for real. I forgot how old Genesis is. He is 27. He seemed like he's a man's man. So he said that he wanted to sit down and talk to Linda. He said, listen, man, let me tell you something. You made my girl happy, and, I ain't got no smoke with you. You did what you had to do. You did what you had to do, and you just working out the whole process and stuff. Now you just made me work harder because now my girl was so into you and stuff like that, and you really truly made her feel special. Now I got to up my game and do things for her and stuff like that. So, and I thought that was much respect. I thought that was much respect. So, let's see. Wig asked Ruth, because the girl's sitting down talking like, what I'm saying? Well, why you slept with a random man so quickly? Like, why did you move so quickly? And she said, because I wanted to. I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to sleep with him, so I slept with him. Why did you walk around the house naked with her man, basically, so quick? That was a random man. And she was like, well, that. I said, girl, she got you stuttering now, child. Ain't many got you stuttering. If anybody can get you together, it's Ruth. Now, Scissor, that's a baby. She don't know about that confrontation and stuff like that with old mean, dried up, a mad dog like you. But Ruth, baby, that's the one. That's what you really want. This is what you want. That's what you really want right there. So Ruth was sitting up there saying, she was clapping back at her and stuff like that. So I ain't do all that. I was like, girl, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. So let's move on. So this is the day we almost through. So this is the decision day to decide whether they're gonna stay with their spouse, their future spouse. They're gonna stay with their partner. Are they gonna just break up, or are they gonna, get engaged? So so the first one, and they should have saved them for last. So Wig and Nikito, I'm just calling K. They come together. But he did say in his confessional, being around Scissor really and truly made him realize what he really and truly wanted. And he wanted what's best for him. At one point, Scissor did say, listen, you sure you want to be with her? I think even Courtney said that y'all really and truly shouldn't be together. Like, do you see this girl you see who she is? Like, I don't think that that's a perfect match for y'all. So anyway, so he said he got a big decision to make, but he's going to choose what's best for him. So, of course they meet somewhere, she got on her blue dress, honey. She's just ready for her ring and stuff. And he got on his suit and, they come together, get out the car and all this stuff. Y'all know they do the theatrics and all that stuff, whatever. So, he said, listen, I cannot wait to one day meet you at the altar. Awful. Meet you at the altar, and we exchange vows and everything. She pull out her hand, all that stuff or whatever, and she said, just ask me already. Hurry up and ask me. I'm ready. He said, well, this is a promise ring. And I promise that, we will get engaged. I promise that we will, get married. But, right now we got a lot of stuff to work on, all this stuff. She said, promise ring. A promise ring. I don't do that promise ring. I do that promise ring. I don't do that. I'm going to do that promise ring. No, take that off. Take that off my finger. What am I doing? Promise me. Take that off my finger. So, yeah, she said, no, I didn't come here for that. You think I did all of this for that? I don't need no promises, child. That's not even an option. So, yeah, she was like, I'm cold. I'm leaving. So, yeah, she around there pouting and all that stuff, whatever. But that time when he talked to his mama, I think I kind of bypassed that. But, Scissor was talking to his mama and all that stuff, whatever. She was on FaceTime, and the mama was excited to see Scissor and all that stuff, whatever. And he said something. I think she said something about, wig. That's what I call it. And she said, oh, no, that girl is bitter. My son got basically trauma now. He got trust issues and stuff like that. So, no, that girl is bitter. She don't need to be with nobody. And I agree with the mama, child. Bitter Betty, wig Betty don't need to be with nobody, honey. So, let's see. So, Scissor and, what's his name? Child, go back, honey. I don't know his name, honey. Yeah, I know his name, honey. Linda. They get engaged. She say yes, Courtney and Aiden, of course, they say yes, but we don't care, child. Fast forward through all of that. So now we get down to Ruth and Isaac. Now she looking good. I said, come on here, Ruth, honey, show them what you're working with. So so he said that he said he's really and truly, they meet at the altar, he pull out the ring and stuff like that, and he, of course, give his spiel and stuff, because, having us thinking that he finna say, will you marry me and all this stuff, whatever. He said that he not ready to go to the next level. He said, in fact, she deserves better than him. She said, well, we gonna end this, honey. Let me just move on. She said, because, I kind of felt, in fact, I came here to end this. And so, yeah. So she said that she knew, and she don't like that, how he had been treating her. So, he apologized, you know, they hug and stuff like that. He apologized, I guess, for how he been treating her because, you know, she felt like, you know, first of all, you ain't let me see your family, but eventually he did meet the family. She did meet the family and stuff like that. She met, I think, his sister and, you know, the cousin and friend and stuff. But the sister did say that, you know, he got to know for sure before he actually meet the family. But, you know, so she said she didn't like the way he was treating her. And then afterwards he threw that ring or he threw something. I was like, why he so mad? He the one said no. But I don't know. I think maybe he wasn't expecting for her to end the relationship. She was like, we done broke up a bunch of times, but this one just feels like, you know, indefinitely. So yeah, child, if a man ain't calling you like that, y'all texting, y'all can't see each other, all that stuff, whatever, honey, I ain't no sense, girl. And you sleeping with as the old wig said, random people so quick, child. I'm so glad y'all said no. So Genesis and Tabe ended up. She said yes, and the reunion will be May 24th. Y'all, there was a lot for one person, honey. My throat is dry. So, but yeah, y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. This was a lot, but I definitely enjoyed it. I actually watched it twice because the first time I was watching for enjoyment. And then I was like, you know what? I ought to do this. And my husband was like, Chad, that's too long. That's a whole day. Because, you know, I had time yesterday. I could sit and watch a series on Netflix for, you know, as long as they ain't too long. But I done sat down and watched seasons of series of stuff, child. Time wasted. But yeah, I sat down and watched it, 10 episodes. They probably about 40 minutes long, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. So the reunion be out in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what's next. But y'all drop down in the comments, let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. This was a lot. And if you have not watched, you made it this far, y'all go check it out. You know, if you watch the review, go check it out and do the comparison. Come back in the comments and let me know what you think. And if you haven't watched it and you don't want to watch, you just here for the review. I appreciate it so much. So y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. And don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And as Eddie say, always put God first. Mwah. We love you guys. Bye.
That was